Rain poured over the cracked sidewalks of Crestview High's neighborhood, washing away the chalk drawings and laughter of children who had already gone home. Inside the small, dimly lit apartment above a laundromat, Ethan, a 17-year-old high school senior, sat at his wobbly desk, staring at a worn-out flyer that read, "Senior Winter Dance, tickets $25. He sighed, closing his eyes. $25 might as well have been a fortune. His part-time job at the auto repair shop barely paid enough to keep the lights on and food on the table for him and his little sister, Mia. Since their parents died 2 years ago, Ethan had taken on the role of brother, father, and provider all at once. As the rain tapped softly on the window, Mia poked her head into the room, holding her worn teddy bear. "Ethan, are you going to the dance?" she asked, her eyes filled with innocent curiosity. Ethan smiled faintly. "Nah, kiddo, dances are for people who can afford nice suits and shiny shoes." "But you should go," she said softly. "You always look sad when everyone talks about it." He ruffled her hair, forcing a laugh. "Maybe one day. Right now, someone's gotta make sure you get dinner." The next day, at Crestview Hospital, Ethan delivered an old pickup for repair estimates. He often did side jobs there to earn extra cash, fixing staff cars for half the usual price. That's when he saw her, the young nurse with kind eyes and a smile that made the cold hospital halls feel warm. Her name tag read, Clara. She noticed him standing awkwardly by the reception desk. "Hey, you're the car guy, right? The one who helped Mrs. Thompson last week?" Ethan nodded shyly. "Yeah, that's me. Her battery just needed a jump." "Well, you've got quite the reputation here," she said with a grin. "Everyone says you're the guy who fixes things without asking for much." He shrugged. "Guess I just like helping people." There was a pause, a kind of quiet that carried something unspoken. For a moment, he forgot about the hospital smell, the oil stains on his jacket, and the exhaustion that clung to him every day. And then, out of nowhere, he blurted out, "Clara, would you come to my school dance with me?" Her smile froze, not out of offense, but surprise. Ethan's cheeks burned. "Sorry, I didn't mean to, I just thought." But Clara stopped him gently. "Hey, no need to apologize. I'm just not sure I'd fit in at a high school dance." He smiled nervously. "Neither would I, but maybe that's the point." A few days later, Clara actually showed up. Ethan couldn't believe it. She arrived in a soft blue dress, simple yet elegant, and she looked like she didn't belong in the dusty school gym filled with flickering lights and hand-cut decorations. Everyone turned to stare. Whispers spread like wildfire. "Who's that with Ethan? She looks way too classy for him. Probably a pity date." Ethan tried to ignore it. For the first time in years, he felt like life had given him something good, something that wasn't broken or fading. They laughed, danced awkwardly, and even won a round of the Best Smile contest organized by the student council. But as the night went on, Ethan noticed something. Whenever she smiled, there was a flicker of sadness in her eyes. When the music slowed, he asked softly, "Clara, why'd you really come?" She hesitated. "Because no one's asked me to dance in a long time. Not as me, at least." Ethan frowned. "What do you mean?" She sighed, looking away. "My life isn't as simple as it looks. Everyone sees the name, the hospital, the money, not me." 2 weeks passed. Ethan hadn't seen Clara again, until the day a black limousine stopped outside his mechanic's garage. He froze when she stepped out, this time dressed in an elegant business suit. Behind her stood a team of executives, whispering and waiting. "Clara?" he asked in disbelief. She smiled nervously. "Clara Lawson, CEO of Lawson Medical Holdings." Ethan's wrench clattered to the floor. You're the owner of the hospital." "Technically," she said softly, "but I wasn't lying. I started as a nurse. I liked it better when people didn't treat me like this." He stood speechless, wiping his hands on his work apron, unsure what to say. She walked closer. "You were the only person who saw me, not the title, not the money, just a person." Then she handed him an envelope. Inside was a scholarship application with his name on it, tuition paid in full, signed personally by her. "Clara, I can't accept this," he said, his voice trembling. "I didn't help you for money." "I know," she replied softly. "That's why you deserve it." Years later, at a charity gala, guests applauded as Dr. Ethan Carter, the young philanthropist who built a free clinic for underprivileged families, took the stage. In the front row, Clara smiled proudly. He caught her gaze and said into the microphone, "Everything I've become started with one dance. One act of kindness. One person who saw me when the world didn't." The crowd erupted in applause. And as the lights dimmed, he looked straight into the camera and said, "Never underestimate what kindness can build. If you believe in stories like this, don't forget to subscribe, because there are still good people in this world."